And as always, we're going to be looking for accurate context, good risk management, and always exercising good patience.
Everybody who's traded has gone through periods of time where their strategy hasn't worked.
Where if not a hard stop, you should reevaluate the trades you're in based on time.
That's what we're here for, is to put ourselves in the best success. A trading routine does that, builds that habit, lets you know what to work on, what to reflect on, and what to improve on the next day.
Good afternoon, everybody. Happy FOMC Day. Hope you're staying out of trouble. Should be an interesting and hopefully profitable Make HOAG Money today. This is me. I've been around the block a couple of times. If you've done it in futures, I've probably done it. CFTC disclaimer, of course. What we're doing here today is for educational purposes only. We're not suggesting the purchase or sale of any product or security. Futures does contain substantial risk. These are leveraged products. You run the chance of losing more than your initial investment. Risk capital is the only money you should be using to trade with. To me, risk capital is money I can afford to lose. TopStep will put that risk capital up for you when you succeed in the trading combine. That's why we love TopStep. Not making any representation that any trade is going to make or lose money, and past performance is, of course, never indicative of future results. The rules for Make HOAG Money. We do expect kindness and respect above everything else. There's always differences of opinions in markets. It's what makes them so good. Going to have a couple of people enabled to speak today, should they choose to. We're all going to be involved in any decisions that we make to take a trade. Of course, context of any trades we think about is going to be helpful. We're going to use the chat rooms to discuss those trades. We're going to focus on the MES for opportunities. We're not going to trade just to trade. We're not going to take losing trades, which we know, of course, is a joke. Losses are part of trading. We have to cut them and move on. And of course, feedback is always vital for Make HOAG Money. So here is the platform. Largely a range-bound day. FOMC. If we were going to do anything, I'd be focusing on the extremes. If anybody would like to chat, let me know. Of course, we have to have those people in the Zoom meeting. We'll be keeping an eye on the chats to see if there's any other ideas for trades. Good afternoon, Timothy. Good afternoon, Finami. Good to see everyone. What are we doing? Market's still pretty thin. Well, look at the S&P here. Yeah, we're still 10, 20, 30, 40 aside. We have Chairman Powell speaking, or he may be done already. I'm not quite sure, but he did say they are prepared to do more if it is warranted, and there was not a decision made today. Interesting. Fed funds futures have, I think, priced in no change in rates for the next meeting. So we are right here. Actually taken a couple of trades today after the meeting, and I'm just really focusing on looking at the extremes outside of value for any opportunities that I'm thinking about taking today. What are we going to do? Anybody have any big ideas? Anissa, good afternoon. Naztic. Julian, good afternoon. Let's see what we got here. I'm just opening up the chat. Will, good afternoon. Bob, he's still going. All right, he's like the Energizer Bunny. Good afternoon, Vince. Jason, Austin, took a long off 4134 twice, but still don't like how the ES moves. It likes the NASDAQ. If you ask me, the S&Ps are acting more like the NASDAQ than usual right now. You know, a lot of gyrations, a lot lack of liquidity. Looks like it's going to be a tough opportunity for us to find good trade location today if we're anywhere outside. Oh, huh. Oh, don't like how got it. Yeah, you were saying what I was just saying. I misunderstood that. I apologize, Austin. Ooh. Yeah, you're right, Rob. Rob saying no trade is a trade. Hello, Vast West, Jenner. Did way too good to keep going. Nice. I'm glad, Jenner. Sounds good. Oh man, that was a nice opportunity up there. I'm trying to focus personally outside of value for opportunities. A lotto ticket for M period to the roof would be good to squeeze the shorts. Well, we've had negative delta most of the day. Now it's positive. Let me make sure this is correct. Yeah, 48. Yep. So this is reading right. Look at the volatility. Long shadows. Very indecisive, I think. Very indecisive. So that keeps me kind of focused on outside value, outside in trades. It is wiki there, right? Ben, too whippy? It is very whippy. You like a shorter time frame chart? Like a 5 minute? Yikes. Huh. 5 minutes, whippy too. Just took a look below value. Yeah, I don't think it matters whether it's a 5, 15, or a 30. We're going to see some wicks. You got kind of a weak low here. Value low from yesterday, huh? That's quite a move. Jason, 41.60. Nice trade location there. It's a heck of a nice trade. Nasdaq is talking about 41.20 looking good for a long against yesterday's low, but of course we haven't been there yet. That weak low has got me kind of cautious to look for a long down here. You might be looking pretty good here, Jason. Oh, you're just saying that too. I was looking at that weak low as well, yep. Didn't quite, I don't think, get cheap enough for me. Yeah. I think I have a NASDAQ chart here somewhere. There it is. Well. Just extended the range in the NASDAQ. Whoops. And in the S&Ps. Yeah, you're looking good. Looking good, Jason. Man, we missed our opportunity up there. Boy, when it moves like this, you got to be pretty quick. Hey, Rusty. $41.20. What's the target? I'm not looking at that. Didn't we have a... Yeah, yesterday at 41.15 we had a naked point of control that we tested too. I think our good friend Vince pointed that out yesterday. Hey, trading for animals. We had a client talking about these three little TPOs down here as being a target for today. Looking pretty good so far. Trading for animals, I have a question for you from the Zoom side. What kind of animals are you trading for? UG, hello? Rate cuts would be inappropriate given our belief that inflation will take some time to subside. There's our pushback here. Let's get back above the previous low. I took a long here. I'm feeling dangerous. Always the contrarian. Yeah, right. Well, I keep hearing I'm a bad trader, so. Boy, this market sure is still thin. I mean, real thin. Well, there's that 41.20 level.
Order rejected.
Sure is a lot of eyes on it, though. Look at that. Hey. Will, failing downside auction. A lot of eyes on it, though. Let's see if we can get back inside here. It's just whipping. This is not my market. I hope not for you, Jason. Not worried about me. Everybody else thinks they got it figured out. Everybody's a pro till you watch them trade. Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of pros out there. I don't think you're a pro until you can get kicked in the teeth and still stand up. There a reason to go long? Well, if we do end up leaving this at the low, this is going to be some pretty good excess. I think we've pretty much repaired the area here from yesterday. The market did get very thin down here. It's very whippy. A lot of eyes on it. And Will said something that kind of made sense. Failing downside auction. It's getting thin. Not a lot of volume here. Hey, what's up, Greg? Well, the nuance that I'm thinking is we've repaired yesterday's profile by and large. What nuances do you see? Greg, you want to chat? Oop, oh, shit. I meant to put in a stop. I just got out. Oh, well. I'm trading like a wild man. I tried to let you in. Here we go. Here you go. What's up, Greg?
Ho?
How you doing?
Hey, all right. Share my screen real quick.
Sure.
But I might give you heart palpitations. But this is the ES on the 30-second tick chart.
Oh my goodness.
Right, but don't panic because we're using a weekly level as reference. Right. So just for preference, I marked 3 levels from last week: the profile high, the low, and the weekly PLC. Similar to your chicken balls and tea leaves, right? So right now we're trading at the weekly PLC.
You got to share your chart.
Okay, share. I'll go to screen. Okay. Start broadcast. All right. So I'm gonna go to my screen.
Greg.
Right?
Greg.
Yes.
You
Yes,
gotta fix your smoke detector. I'm worried about you.
It's in the hallway, man. Management just won't change it.
Oh my
I
God.
really apologize. People complain about it.
Change it.
Forever.
Change it yourself. It's just a battery.
I think I should do that. All right. Nah, seriously. I think I'm gonna do it. I get some 9 volts and do it myself. Okay. So let me see. Let me just let me go to the 30-minute just so we could get our eyeballs out. All right. So obviously, I filled the last high, swing low, right? So we have that here, 4206, and we had a low of 4105, right? And we had the FOMC at 2 and 230, and we're getting a rejection right now, right? So we got an idea. Oh, one more thing, Mr. Ho, the daily channel, right? I'm sorry for all of that. These are all when you do this is trading view stuff when you make a position. I forgot to tell you about our we had an uppers channel, right?
Yep.
I don't know. We discussed that. So we getting resistance at that level right now. So I'm gonna go back to the 30-minute. Go back to the 30-minute just to understand where this line is right here, right? That's the lower part of the daily channel.
Which
right?
line are you looking at?
This gray one right here. Let me hide this right here. Let me just hide this. Hide. Right. I'm gonna take off the market profile. Boom. To have some clarity. Right. So that's the daily line right there from here. Right. Here's our daily channel. Right. So that's this lower intraday channel. So now we're zooming in now. So now we're at the 30-day. So we're showing some resistance at this level as shown by the wicks, right?
Yep.
But most importantly, this 4153 level, that's last week's PLC, right? So now, if we zoom into right now, because we want to slow down price action, right? Look what we have here, Mr. Hogue. I'm going to highlight it. Hold on, hit the rectangle. This area right here, right? Let me take off the hold on, style to the left, right? Super tight. It's right here. We have a double top, right? So we're gonna come here at 256 and 1505. Then if we go to our MACD, we have a higher high and we have a high and a higher high. We have a divergence on the MACD, right?
Okay.
Right. So this is signifying a sell-off right now for our make HOAG money. So I'm inclining that we're gonna continue to make lower lows. You see what I'm saying? So after we had this break here, we had this huge sell-off.
Yeah.
We didn't make a higher high yet.
Right.
So I'm saying for right now, let's look for a short. I'm just trying to get to the nuts and bolts on why we should go short. So this is the minute chart right now. This is our higher high right here. So we're gonna put a line of 41.3475. If we reject this line, let's go short. If we break this, let's go long.
Okay. So 41.3475, right?
Correct.
Here
yes.
we are.
So I did all of that just to say that, right?
Yep.
So yeah, that's our point of inflection.
So we're going short now.
We didn't break it yet. Okay.
So we're short.
No, not yet.
We are.
We are?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, Mr. O.
I'm fooling
Yes,
around
sir.
here.
Yeah, no fooling around. I'm happy you said that. I give the information, you make the trigger. Okay.
Now I gotta stop to cannonball this position above that
Okay.
level.
That's fair. That's fair. So where would the next limit risk?
That I don't know.
Yeah, that is tricky. But we got this nuance from the 30-second chart. You see, with the MACD, I'm allowed to see the cycles. So if I was to follow my cursor, so this is our cycle right here. You know, our little sine wave. And we came back down, made a low, and now we have this higher high as resistance. This is all intraday. That's why I say give you palpitations. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I like to come down here when I understand what's going on above me. So, we have our MACD right here, and this is 9 and 50. You know, usually 12 and 26. So I use 9 and 50. So, we're short here. Yes, we got the idea to go short.
Yep. Yeah, we missed it a little bit here. We're short of 31.75.
Yeah. Okay.
And I think
Right.
we're cannonballing at 36.
Okay. So we get 36. We just cut it. All right. Whew. All right.
What I'm doing is showing everybody how not to trade today.
Well, hey, so we're making HOAG money today.
Yeah.
All the rules out the window. Okay, so at least we understand our parameters. So now we just watch. I didn't trade today, so to be honest, it was a work show for me today.
I traded after the FOMC. I just focused on fading the extremes. But
Yeah, I did see a few today. Oh, we got some numbers. 41.27. Oh, let me get off the minute chart. Let's see. Okay. Wait. If we're short at 34, that means we're in profit.
Oh yeah, we are.
Let's go. You're so caught up in the process, you forget about the money.
That's a good thing though.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. This is beautiful. This is beautiful. You finally got one, Mr. Ho.
We got one. We had one
You got
earlier.
one.
We had one earlier. I got long again after we got stopped out at the low here. Because 41.15 was a level we were looking at yesterday that our good friend Vince pointed out.
Look at this. This is amazing. This is beautiful. We're in the teens.
Now, do we extend or do we hold here?
We cut bait.
Yeah, it's cut bait. We cut
okay, now
bait.
this is-
We took it.
Let's cut bait. Let's not get greedy.
Yeah, we took it.
Let's not get greedy. I don't even know how much points it is. Around 15 to 10? How much?
Well,
From
let's see,
34, right?
31 and 50, I think, was where we were short.
That's
So
like 15 points.
Yeah, 15, something like that. We're back to break even, basically.
Oh, from the losses earlier.
For everything, yeah.
At least we
Yeah,
break
so
even.
I had a long on the way up. We took your short here at 31.50, and we just got out here playing it like a concert pianist.
Wow. But it's good we broke even.
Oh yeah.
It's good we broke even. And you know what's crazy, Mr. Ho? I couldn't put my order talking to you. Couldn't. But it's okay. I love the like we I missed the trade. I really like to sift through it. You know, look what we did. We went from the daily, boundaries, went to the minute, went to the second, understood, found a double top, found a divergence, seen that we had the higher high as our boundary, took the trade. I'm hyped with the process though, because you can always find opportunities. It's knowing how to manage it, and that's what I'm really trying to hold my guns
Get
to.
your focus on.
Yeah, man.
Well, you said it. So into the process, we forgot about the money.
Yeah, I did.
It's a good thing.
Yeah. I know I'm always gonna see this again. You know?
Long as you can still play.
To see another day. Yes.
So I'm going to cancel our stop up there. And what happens if we get back up there?
Honestly, Mr. Hogue, I'm nervous if we get back up there. It's a chance it might get broken, right? Follow my logic.
It would. I don't think I would take the short there again.
No, I wouldn't either. I wouldn't.
Let's see if we break out above it and get along there.
Correct. And the reason why I'm against this is because we're approaching 4:00, and that's when all the traders close out, right?
Yeah.
And that's when the mice come out to play. Who's trading after 4? Who are those people?
I'm personally already done for the day.
No, correct though. But like in terms of the market, because most of the people are going after 4. So who's left to push the price?
It's only people that are just evening up.
Okay.
You know, the cash market, the stock market closes at 3 or 4 o'clock in Eastern time zone, right? So the only people that are left are people that are evening up.
Right. But guess what? But according to my MACD, right, we still have strength on the selling pressure because our histogram didn't change yet. So technically, we could still be long.
So the
original, I'm just talking about the original short. I believe we closed already, right?
Right. Yeah.
So if we were going long, there's nothing.
No, I'm not going. No, I'm not going.
Right.
I'm not going long.
And this is the mistake I made in the past. You know, you have your data, but you don't watch it. You don't listen to it. It's talking to you. Trust it. You know, I know it's not hieroglyphics. This is MACD. Are you familiar with the TTM squeeze? You heard about that?
No, I don't know what that is.
Well, basically, it's you know Kelvin channels and you know Bollinger Bands, right?
Yes, of course.
So basically, it measures the Bollinger Band inside the Kelvin channel. It mathematically gives you the
kind of a zone.
No, it calculates when it's squeezed. Basically, it monitors a Bollinger Band squeeze. So you know the Bollinger Band when it constricts, right?
Yep.
So it's that science using the Kelvin channel. So when the Bollinger Band is inside the Kelvin channel, you get a reading. And when it fires, you can understand how the volatility is reacting to price, right?
Greg,
so
look at my screen now.
Oh yeah, of course.
See it?
Let's go.
You see it?
Wait, hold on. I gotta no, I don't.
Oh,
wait.
Here.
I think it's still sharing mine.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sharing still.
Here, I'll
stop sharing. Let me stop sharing.
I'll take it. Here we go. Yeah, that's right. You can't see it. All right. Here's yesterday's low.
All right.
What do we think?
We're getting too cheap. We're getting too cheap. We're near a previous POC.
I'm gonna take a vote here. Do we like thinking about along yesterday's regular trading hour session low? Let me poll everybody on YouTube as well.
Yeah, I can't take it. But what will be our risk though? That's the number one. So what's that POC number? That's 41.5.
Right here?
No, the white line. Yeah, that's
4106. That was
4106.
That was a naked point of control that was targeted yesterday.
Okay, and now we're back down there again.
Yeah. Now here,
4106.
Here's a naked TPO point of control. That's an anomaly. It was already checked on the daytime, but it still sticks out there. We got another one here that was already checked, but still sticks out there. We have convergence.
Delta?
No. In voting. 82% say yes in the Zoom. 50-50, I guess. For a minute there, it said no. More people that participate, better off we'll be.
I'm on your side of the table, so I can't vote. But if I were,
What would you vote?
I would say no, take the break even and call it a day. Personally.
Well, that sounds boring.
I know it is, right? Well, I'm trying to get where you at.
68% say yes at 77%. And on YouTube, well, let's see what the numbers are. We had a few votes. About half you voted. 57% yes.
I'm sorry. But what makes me scared is the stop loss. That's all. Because if 06 is, that's 10 points of risk, roughly 11.
Well, I don't think I'd be taking it here. We'd see if we get a pullback lower, closer to
Okay.
close to that, and put our stop below yesterday's low.
Okay. Yesterday's low. Let me see what number that is. Let me see something.
4105.50.
4105. Yeah, 4105.50.
Hey, we missed
But
it.
if you look at the 30-minute, we have a potential buying tail or a hammer.
Right.
It didn't close yet, but we should be seeing excess.
Yep.
Mr. Hoag, I'm still reading the book, right? But I know I could come to you for a cheat code. How much prints on a buying tail is considered valid?
2.
2, right? You only need 2?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's not strong excess, but it is viewed as excess.
So if you get one single print,
is a weak low.
That's a weak low.
Or a weak
2
high.
or more.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Man, I really recommend everybody to read that book, guys. Whoever's listening, please. It will change your whole vision on how you understand the futures market. Because it from my interpretation, is more market cycles in futures than it is in the stock market. And if you can understand that, it helps you understand where price is and where price trying to go and why.
See you trading for animals. He had a good day. He's done. Good. Glad to hear it. Uh-oh. Snowflake. Don't do that. You get back up on the horse.
We have 2 lows now.
You are not your P&L. You are a good person, no matter what your P&L is. Don't attach any outcomes from trading to who you are as a person. I know it's hard sometimes, but well, I think we missed our opportunity down there. 13, risk the low. We'll try that, Vince. I wanted to stop to be below the low of yesterday, though. Let's see if we get a fill.
That's something that I'm starting to adopt too. Like when you do have a buy signal, try to wait for the pullback.
Get a little pullback, yep.
Yeah, man.
It cost us the short yesterday on Make HOAG Money, but
oh, Mr. Hoag, that was a big one yesterday. Mm-hmm. That was a big one.
Yep.
I felt the pain. Trust me, I felt the pain too. Do we share this thinking? Do you believe the market brought price to that point for FOMC because we were in the middle of the range?
It's quite possible. I mean, the break that we experienced yesterday removed open interest. So it wasn't like there were new positions bringing price down to that level. It was old positions.
Old positions selling or closing, right?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. Professor Hoagie, man, I love you, man. It's so good to have an organic, it's just something that could talk back,
Yeah.
It's cool. I don't take you for granted, Mr. Hoagie. Well, trust me.
I appreciate you too, Greg.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You're
only if I could see you for a cup of coffee, man. I'd be so cool. But this is good enough, man. Well, technology, it's fun.
in the past, like before COVID, once in a while, we'd have like a trader meet up and, little cocktail party or whatever. We may be doing that the second half of this year. So we may have the opportunity to sit and have a drink together.
Wow. Well, I might do that. I'm in New York City, so that's definitely worth the trip to Chicago.
Well, I don't know if it's worth that, but it would be nice to see
For
everybody
me, it would be.
face
For
to
me,
face.
it would be, because, I put a lot of time in this and,
Yeah.
for it to come full circle, it'll mean a lot to me personally, if that was the case. Man, all right.
What do we have as far as MOCs? Sell side, 180 million.
Yeah, man.
I don't think that makes
But
it.
like-
I don't know how that makes a difference. I honestly don't. Sometimes it seems to go the opposite direction.
Yeah, the market just don't feel like it wants to turn yet.
Yeah, no, there's a lot of liquidity down below here.
Doesn't want to turn. It's like so another nuance too, Mr. Hope. I'm sure I really respect your acumen. So I use the EMAs, right? And you're familiar with the value area in between the EMA bands?
No.
Okay. Well, I got that from was a book called by Alexander Elder. So with the EMA crossings, the area in between the EMA bands, if they're 1 to 2 of each other, the market tends to open up positions in between the bands, right? So I can show you the chart real quick if you don't mind. That's only if you want to, just to confirm this downtrend.
Hey.
Matter of fact, I think you should just real quick.
Let's check it out.
Yeah, 2 seconds. This would be easy. Okay, share content screen, right? So we're gonna go back here and then go back to the chart. I'm gonna take off everything and leave the EMAs up, right? Let me see, take this off.
You gotta share
Take
your
off
screen.
pivots. Oh, I believe I am. Okay, hold up. It says share content screen. Okay, start broadcast. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Okay.
There you go. Now we got you.
All right. Okay, so take off the profiles. And this is just the EMAs, right?
Yeah.
So we already confirmed that it was a downtrend, correct?
Yep.
So the blue is EMA 20 and the red is EMA 9. So if we come to the minute chart, we see that the 9 crossed around here, about 307. Then we had another pullback. But look at the space in between the bands. So we will open up positions in between the bands. As we can see, it's wicking as we pass the EMA 20, right? So we're showing rejection. So by me showing every time price came back up, and we already confirmed the high that's needed to be broken for the trend change, every time the market came back into this band, we're rejecting. It happened again right here, these last 5 minutes. You understand what I'm saying? So that's what's giving me the downtrend is still strong.
No, I feel that.
Right. That's why I said that, and I brought up the EMA bands because I use that to help me keep my mind within the trend.
And where did you learn that?
Hold on, I'm gonna bring the book up right now. Hold on, Mr. Holt. I'm gonna give you the book right now. Books. See, My Noble Markets.
There you go.
Let me see. I gotta close this. Right here. This maybe no. Hold up. Where's the book? Hold on. I gotta get this. Hold on, let me X this. Where's the book then? There we go. Here. The New Trading for Living, Dr. Alexander Elder.
Okay.
That's the book.
All right, cool.
And yeah. So he calls it the EMA value area. So if you go to the 5 minute, it's hard to see what's going on.
Right, it's gotta be in that short time frame.
So because price is moving too quick. But
Right.
if we go to the 30, we see that we have a buying tail in the play. There we go. So see what's going on here.
I'm
Look
taking
like
the
we getting
screen
some
back.
life.
Taking
Yeah,
the
take the
screen
screen
back.
back, Mr. Holt. Yes, sir.
All right. So this is the 30-minute chart, and these are whole moving averages. This is a 9 and a 13.
Yes, sir.
I look at those sometimes to kind of gauge change in momentum. Now, on the 30-minute time frame here, the momentum is obviously still to the downside. Price is below. But sometimes if you shorten up the time frame, now we've got the 9 session below price.
Right.
If we go to the 5,
Take off
they're both
the
below.
VWAP real quick. Okay, yeah. 9 is the red one?
Yeah.
Okay. Now
on
that's
the,
good.
on the
because
short term,
those are faster.
yes,
Those are faster.
of course.
Yes.
And I, don't usually use those for execution, but just to show
More for
you,
confirmation.
I'm also looking at, a moving average to look for opportunities.
Right. So we understand each other. All right.
Yep, you got it. I never heard them called.
Cool.
I never just heard it called the value, like the EMA value area.
Yeah, I learned it from him, and it makes sense. The space in between the moving averages, and obviously, if it's in a trending market, right? Because those will be the pullback areas,
Right.
and you can limit risk, right, Mr. Hoag? That's the main.
That's
thing.
the whole name of the game.
Right. So it helps me when you take a few day trades. If it's the 5 minute, you get a pullback, and it pulls back within the 9 and the 20. You could take opportunity. And if price breaks the EMA 20, hey, you out. But you taught that a lot, Mr. Hoag. I gotta give you credits for that. Limit risk, asymmetric.
Yep.
If it's not 2-to-1, leave it alone.
Yep.
Things like that. Uh-oh. Just watching the 30-minute will have you so geeked out. You look
really?
Hey, we got a buy and sell. And now look, it puked right back in your face.
Yep. Yeah, it did. Should have checked out. Should have got out when we were looking at your EMA value area.
Right.
There's a lot of liquidity below this market. It seems.
I agree. And we're getting close to the bell. Well, I think here it goes. I think this is it.
Yeah, it's either gonna go or not.
Yeah, I think this is it. I got a buy signal on a MACD, but it's weak because, like you said,
Well,
we're bearish.
every change in direction starts at a macro or
Yes, it
or
does.
a micro.
But to limit risk would be tough because we have to put our stops under 406, 106.
That's where my stop is 404 half right now.
Okay.
It is a lot of risk, and I don't have any expectations for a profit target on this. I don't think there's
You just gotta let it run.
I don't think there's any way we're going to get 2-to-1 on this trade.
Yeah, this is experimental. This might be the pullback to come in. Points of invalidation, 406, could risk 3 points. With one contract, 150, 200. So I'm telling me this is it. Let me see. No. The CCI channel, we outside the negative 100.
Man, you got every indicator in front of you, don't you?
Yeah, because I look at it like this. I'm by myself, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I like, if you was to ask a question, I would like to answer it and have something to confirm it.
Well, there's
Right.
always, for every reason there's a trade, there's a reason not to take it.
Yeah. So I found a few systems that helps me check each other, like checks and balances, like our government.
Yeah.
So I try to incorporate that into my analysis. Yeah, I am familiar with analysis by paralysis, but I try my best to keep it simple, but also to keep me safe. My toolbox. Because
if it keeps you out of trouble, that's a good thing.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it is. So, yeah, and I really like the CCI. That's a real fundamental part of my analysis. Uh-oh. It came back in the channel. Yeah, it's the market is really playing around right now.
Yeah, it is.
But
it's because we're coming into the close.
Yeah, we are. But if it don't break 4 or 6, we can still dance.
James overtraded today. Any advice?
Stick to the limits of the top step. If you pass 1,200, stop. 4 losses, stop. 10 trades, stop. We could trade for tomorrow.
I can easily overtrade if I start looking at shorter time frame charts.
Oh yeah. That's why I look at it for entry. Yep.
You know, if I'm looking at a 30-minute chart, the opportunities are fewer and further between, but worth more, I believe.
I agree, Mr. Hogue. Just like yesterday. Yesterday's a perfect example. We missed the high of. Wait, hold on. Let me get it right. The high of the session. The beginning of the session was the high of the range, right? Did I say it right?
Yes. Yeah,
Yes.
the opening range yesterday was
The
the high
opening
of the
range
session.
was the high of the session.
We're only
Yes.
looking for shorts then.
Right. And we missed it.
Yep.
And we didn't try to jump in.
We got within 3 or 4 ticks of our offer, and it just left us. I stewed on that all day.
Me too, Mr. Hogue, because it ran like 50 points in
Yep.
about an hour and a half.
Yep.
You good for the whole week with that, man. I'm telling you. Those are the trades that help you be safe, you know? Patience is so key, man. Who the old me would have tried to jump in there. Picking tops, getting chewed up. This is it. Let me get in. You gotta treat the trades like a train, man. Treat it like a train. It's gone. It's over. It's over.
Wait for
Here
the
we
next
go.
one.
Yeah, this is it. It looks strong, but it's only 8 minutes left.
Yeah.
The
Boy, it
volume
just
is
keeps
so-
going up there and then just getting whacked down.
Yeah. You know, the EMA 20, it can't break. Yeah, I don't know. Everybody feel different about the EMA averages though, but it can't even crack the EMA 20. So basically, our last 20 minutes, struggling.
Mm-hmm.
Struggling. There we go.
Let's
We're
see.
about to get stopped
You
out.
see, look at all the liquidity down here.
Mm-hmm.
Market's going to go
Hold
to
on.
that.
Oh, so when you say liquidity, meaning all the orders that's ready to be filled.
Yeah. Yeah, there's nothing up here. All the liquidity's here.
That makes sense. So that confirms the downtrend
Well, market's going to go to where it's going to facilitate the most trade, right?
to facilitate trade where it could do business on both sides.
Mm-hmm.
Man, Mr. Hogue, yeah.
Will,
So-
nice job. Your trading paralysis beat out your trading analysis. He hasn't traded since noon. That's good.
Yeah. Because even though Top Step gave you more freedom, but I really try my best to still honor the old Top Step rules. I really like them, Mr. Hogue. I really do.
Good.
Really do.
Good.
It keeps you safe. And it is tempted though. I ain't gonna lie. I think the last CPI, it went one direction. And you in your head you like, oh, wish I would have jumped. But what if it didn't go one direction? You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
Your whole account buried. It took you so long to get it nice and pretty.
Yeah, James is asking how I did today. I had 2 losing trades to start the day, and I stopped. And then when we kind of hit the volatility after the FOMC meeting, I faded the extremes a couple of times. Faded the high and faded the low and ended up with a pretty good day overall. Made back the losses I had earlier, which were very small. I mean, I wasn't risking much this morning because I knew the market was likely to just chill. And then caught a couple of things this morning in my personal account, this afternoon in my personal account, and then I closed down that platform.
What you thought about gold today? Is it? Mr. Hogue, isn't me? I just want your advice. Oh, gold has been more volatile lately.
Well, I mean, it's range bound and very indecisive until now. Yesterday, we added a bunch of open interest on this move to the upside. Not a bunch, 13,000. That's pretty good. We didn't close above weekly kickoff high, but now look what we're doing now. Volume's a little bit weak today, but if we still add open interest, I'm looking at this as a healthy upside auction. Look at these bars.
Yeah, you're like
Indecisive. It looks like what we're doing in the S&Ps today.
Yep.
Lots of shadows, lots of long wicks.
Yes, but when I said volatility, I meant like for like the past month.
Well, I mean, for the past month, it's gone really somewhat nowhere, but with some decent ranges,
Right.
you know,
Okay.
decent
Understood.
ranges.
Yeah.
It's a beast.
Gold is a
I love gold.
gold is nice. I love gold too. Well, what you think is worse, gold or crude oil?
Depends. Crude was pretty vicious yesterday.
Yeah, man. Crude will eat you up if you don't get it right. Crude will get you up. Nah, but the price you could trade on Top Step is amazing, man. I don't know whoever put those products together needs a pat on the back. Got a nice blend of each part of the world.
Yeah. Well, let people trade what they're used to, trade what they know.
Or get used to what you don't know. How about that?
Or learn something new, right?
Yeah. Agriculture's went up today. That's crazy. It's just fun. It's fun. Like you said this morning, man, it's a blessing to trade this stuff every day.
I feel very lucky to be able to do that.
Very lucky, yes. That's the word you used.
Yep.
One more thing, Mr. Hope, for group coaching, are you able to give a lesson on how to use the dome?
Sure.
Yeah, just from a visual perspective, you always want to add more to your toolbox, and
sure,
maybe it could answer questions.
But as far as like using the dome for oh wow, look at this, we just took out yesterday's low. Didn't get our stop here just yet, but I'm expecting it to. The liquidity is still down here. But you typically, I'm only using the dome to look at order flow during breakout or continuation situations, and this is one of those situations.
Correct, and that's pretty much what I'm saying. What's the ideal time to use it? Not relying on it, but knowing when to look at it. Because I think Mr. Patak had a YouTube short during an event, and you could see how thin it was. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So it's pretty cool to understand when to use those tools.
Yeah.
Because why trade blind? Like, use what's available to us.
Yeah. So next group coaching, what's today's one? Well, it'll be next week, but ask. Monday. We'll go over the things I look at. But one of the things we did mention today when we were starting to extend the range to the downside was, the market was very thin, but you could see just by the way the dome was moving that there were a lot of eyeballs on it. And when there's a breakout or extension from an area of balance, if I see that there's a lot of eyeballs on it, I'm usually going to think that it's more likely to continue in that direction. If you extend the range and the dome dies, it seems like nobody cares. That's more likely going to be the failed auction, and you may return back into balance.
Okay. That makes sense. There's no interest to go any lower.
Right.
There's no activity.
Right. You're probably going to run a bunch of stops, and then if the dome just dies, that's like, okay, nobody seems to care that it's down here. There's nothing to do here. We'll probably go back into range. But, we were looking at the idea that, the auction didn't bring a whole bunch of volume, but the price action.
The price just came down here.
Looking like it was going to they're looking like it was like a lot of eyes on it. You look, there's a lot of orders being placed and canceled and all that stuff. So we got to go anyway. So go ahead and get that.
That's what that alert was for. To close out.
Yeah.
And just in case, today was amazing. Well, we broke even. We got to win a trade. Working together. I think that made my day, man. Working with the OG, Mr. Hoag.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, I don't know about that, but it was a fun time. Glad you were here, Greg, and thanks for participating in your tools and knowledge. And we'll see you next time.
Yes, Mr. Hoag. See you tomorrow. Was today? Tomorrow's what, Thursday? Make HOAG Moneys in the morning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. And yes,
I'll be there tomorrow.
yes, we
Sir,
are
see you
making
tomorrow,
a
Mr.
spike.
Hoag.
Edward, we are making a spike.
Wait. TPO time. Why was it a spike?
Well, M period
And period.
ended. And it ended when we didn't have time to find acceptance down at this level. So it ended down here. M period ended in single TPOs. That's a spike.
Okay.
So tomorrow, it kind of looks like there's two different levels of spike here. I mean, the L period breakout to the downside is single ticks that continued to the low where we closed. So M period spike is here, L period spike is here. The market left balance, drove lower, and didn't have time to accept price at these levels. So that's basically the definition of a spike.
Okay, so basically time has an opportunity to rotate one side to the other in that area.
Well, the reason there's no time is because the major participants are now out of the marketplace.
Okay, all right.
So because we closed on our ass like this with this spike,
Mhm.
then we're going to have to see where the market opens tomorrow, right? If it
Correct.
gaps lower, that's the highest probability of acceptance of lower pricing.
Correct.
If it opens within the gap, that's kind of a secondary acceptance of lower pricing. But if it
Well, it's in
opens
the range.
if it opens above the spike, that's rejection, and that creates excess instead of the spike. Make sense?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Yes, sir. Mr. Hoag.
We'll see you guys later. Have a good day.
All right.
Thanks for
Okay,
everything.
Mr. Hoag. Bye-bye.
Have a good day,
You're
everyone.
welcome. Bye-bye.